the Turks from MBL, and there you go. I'm not surprised. Now, I'm interested to see how Goths is played from Fire, because Goths have been a lot of fun to see against gunpowder units, which is surprising in this matchup. We have game 4 here then. MBL's up 2-1. And we have here Fire playing as the Goths in the blue, and then in the pink, MBL playing as the Turks. Now, MBL is out of rehost for the remainder of this best of 7. Fire does have 2 more, I believe, though I could be incorrect on that number. He definitely used 1. Let's take a look at MBL's map then. He does have a nice back gold, which is certainly nice for him. Apart from that, he does also have stone, and, well, that gold actually, it doesn't qualify as being a bugged map, but he can't access that, unfortunately, because the trees are being a big pain. Apart from that, he doesn't really have anything else. He does have nice lurable deer. This gold is right outside his walls, and this gold is as well. Now, it's interesting because if Fire were to scout these 2 golds, he may think, oh wow, I have a good chance of MBL only having 1 gold if I'm aggressive. However, MBL's gold is on the back. Just missing another stone there as well. But Fire, on the other hand, taking a look at his map, he does have a nice main gold. And apart from that, well, all forward actually, he has a stone, and that's all I'm actually seeing. So, again, he does have 2 rehosts. I don't know if he'd really like to use them in this matchup, but he certainly could. And the relics, slightly, I'm not actually sure who they favor. Fire has 1 right here. There's 2 out here bunched up, and 2 over here bunched up as well. I'm not really sure. The other golds being out here for Fire is not really beneficial to him at all. And I'm sure he scouted it at this point. He has a minute and a half to call a rehost if he wants. Maybe I think he's just scouting for the other gold at this point in time. And there's the re. I was kind of waiting for it. I was just sitting there, just bracing myself for the re, and there's the re from Fire. So, someone had asked, what's the relationship between goth immunity to arrows and hand cannons? There you go. It was already answered by my faithful mod. So Huskarls, there was a rehost from Fire.
Oh.
So Fire used a rehost, and I think that was appropriate. It's Goths for Fire, MBL has chosen Turks, and so that was somewhat expected that we'd see Turks anyway from MBL. I wasn't sure what Fire would choose to do, but I'm going to quickly step away, and, well, I can't actually. We have 90 seconds, so I'll step away for then like half a minute, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, perfect timing. We are in the next
you just
game.
got back right in the nick of time.
Yeah, I had a timer on my phone. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, so it's Goths and Turks. Fire has 1 more rehost left, and MBL has none. So I think we're getting down to the point where we're going to see every game played, and we're getting there. So Fire here is, or excuse me, MBL is here in the pink playing as the Turks, and then Fire is here in the blue playing as the Goths. And let's take a look at Fire's map. So he has a nice back gold, nice back stone. I really like this in comparison to his last map. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of breath because I literally ran upstairs. He does have the gold on the left in the back, and apart from that, well, nothing really else left in his base. He does have a little bit of stone to the right of his walls here, which is going to be a little bit of a pain. Interestingly enough, his relic situation is quite good. He has a relic here on the right, one in his walls then, one right outside his walls, and one inside his walls. So that is just amazing. And if MBL sees that or has a horrible map back at home, he can't even use a rehost, so he's stuck with it. MBL's map then, he has a main gold, not in an awful situation, close enough to his TC there. He has a stone forward, and he's gonna, I think, need the stone as Turks, so it's not the best situation. He does have some in the back though, which is more than enough, and more gold at his disposal as well, and just more gold and relic on the right. But as far as the maps go, I think Fire has an advantage if you ask me. What do you think, Michael?
Yeah. I think Fire's got the advantage right now. MBL's got kind of a nice map, but like you said, the stone, that's well forward, man. Stone is very, very important in a Turk war.
Yeah, both players have maps where they can kind of turtle up and hide, and we could actually see that from either player, depending on how the game plays out. Goths, this is... I'm going to keep quoting this until MBL is either out of the tournament or maybe forever. I don't know. There's no promises in how long I quote this. MBL said, I don't know why people don't just boom versus Goths. Because this was when he played Slam. It was game 2. It was like a miraculous comeback, in my opinion, or just an amazing play that he did. He was in the Castle Age. He's playing against Spanish, who, of course, are gunpowder. And he was just... Spanish was... Slam, who was Spanish, was in the Imperial Age with conquistadors and monks and trebs. And MBL just went with Castle Age, Huskarls, and just pushed him back. So I think MBL's probably going to boom with that mindset, but it could be wrong.
If you play Goths right, then you're going to win it, you know. I mean, they're so strong.
In the late game, it's hard to say because we've already seen MBL play Turks in the late game, and he was incredible. So, in the late game, I think Turks have a little bit of an advantage. The only thing that might be hard to stop is the Goth spam, because if those Huskarls get close to those hand cannoneers, it doesn't matter how beefed up they are. The Huskarls, they are just so strong. But for now, you know, for now, honestly, it's not really even worth talking about all the possibilities. We're just going to drive ourselves crazy. And this is really the only time in a match that we have some time to relax. So let's do that. And you guys in the chat.
There is one thing that I would like to point out.
Okay.
These guys don't play Arena. They don't play Arena. They're always playing Arabia.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, and they're not used to playing Arena. Like Eddie or the other players, Zoop, you know, those players, but they're trying their best, man.
Well, I think what you're saying is, if they had their choice, like in a non-tournament game, if they're just playing for fun, they prefer to play Arabia, right? They mainly play Arabia. Yeah, it's not that they're not skilled Arena players, but they do mainly play Arabia. And
I mean,
so they're showing their versatility. Yeah, I think actually these two players are skilled enough where they would have a chance to win the tournament. A chance, not that they're favorites, but a chance. Not that there are other players that aren't ahead of them in the conversation, but you're right though. It is really nice to talk about these players in that conversation, seeing as they are great Arabia players.
Yeah, I just thought I'd point it out, like, you know, these guys aren't used to playing Arena. They're used to playing Arabia, you know, open maps, not with these walls that have already made for them, you know. And what some GGs we've had already, Tristan. I mean, Jesus, that was unbelievable, the last games.
Yeah, they've been really good, and you know the second game is probably going to take the cake. that was really good, but I would like to be proven wrong. I'd like to be proven wrong. That was an incredible game. I mean, this is actually the first time I've seen this so far. MBL has gone up on less villagers than fire, and we've seen 3 go over to stone from fire, and then we saw 2 go over to stone from MBL. But apart from the builds, other than that, 2 on gold for MBL, and I believe another one going over to gold from... No, okay, so I'm going to stick on 1 for now, possibly for fire, I'm not sure. But we're going to see a castle, I think, from one of these players in the castle age, and probably at a defensive spot. I don't know how informed you guys are on the builds of the top players, but you rarely see a castle drop, and it's mainly in a defensive position, and then you use like the unique unit. Now the interesting thing with the goths is if you get the castle up, you can get anarchy, and then you can build barracks and produce a ton of huskarls. So with the Turks, of course, you get the castle up and then you make Janissaries, but Goths are unique in the sense that you actually get the castle up just to research the technology sometimes, not necessarily just to produce a unit. But there we go, fire's up, and he's going for the blacksmith and the market. MBL, of course, got up a little bit earlier, and getting those deer in really helped. He's going up at a good time, and
Just
he is
a
going
couple of
more over to
seconds,
stone.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But it does make the difference, you know. But look at MBO, he's found his back gold there. He knows he's got a lovely patch there to boom right at the back there. Let's have a look at Fire's map. Fire's the same, really. He could do exactly the same at the back there.
Good scouting. And we saw actually in the first game where MBL lacked the scout, and I think it really hurt him. And it's important to always scout. So I think we're going to see these players scout. If they have their scouts, scout every inch of their map. And looking at Fire's point of view, he's actually done that. He's scouted to woodline on every side.
And he's got
That's really
5
wise.
on stone. 5 on stone already. So he's going to go forward castle.
I don't think it'll be forward. It's risky. It's a risky decision. I think he'll just get the castle up in his base, honestly. And he might do what MBL did last time.
On the east, west side? East side, sorry.
East side?
Yeah,
I mean, he could.
That gate, you know where
Maybe
the
not
relic
even
is
that
in
forward.
the wall?
Maybe not even that forward. I think because his map has so much space in the back, he might get it up, like, in position where next to his houses are, maybe. Or just not even that forward. And he also could be using the stone to do something like what MBL did last time and just get the TCs up. But meanwhile,
I
MBL...
think he's going to go for a castle. But where he's going to base it, that's what I want to see.
Are you talking about MBL or Fire? Sorry.
No, Fire.
Yeah, because MBL is up. He is putting a castle forward on his base next to the stone and the gold there. And he is going to be going with Janissaries. And that's why I think Fire definitely needs to get a defensive castle up, because Janissaries, they can, with a couple petards, come into the eco and do a lot of damage. And Goths cannot stone wall. This palisade wall in your base is not going to be good against Janissaries. So MBL is already deleting the walls.
No, MBL's put a defensive castle up.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is Fire will put the castle on his goal from the east side or the west side.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
TC? He's gonna
he's gone up. He's gone up to 3 TCs. Yeah, he will. He's just getting up to the TCs first, and he's actually put a TC on the berries, which is interesting. But he's going to use the stone to go up to the extra TCs, and then once he gets the stone in with the villagers he has there now, he'll get a defensive castle up. But it won't be that forward. He's probably expecting the castle. In fact, no, he hasn't seen it just yet, but he's probably expecting the castle from MBL as possible.
No, MBL's going to boom. This is simple, you know.
So MBL's going to... Sorry, go ahead.
Look at his west side TC.
He's got a good TC there, and he's got... Well, he's going to be stuck on 2 TCs for... I wouldn't be... MBL has a lot on gold, and that's enough where he's probably using the market somewhat. And he right now has bought some stone, bought some food, and Turks, of course, collect that gold 20% faster, so I wouldn't be surprised if he continues to use it. I'm going to pay attention to if he does do anything fancy with his castle here beyond just creating Janissaries, but we are going to see a defensive castle from Fire shortly. I mean, he knows the Janissaries are there. He has more going over to stone, and he definitely needs to get one up to keep these Janissaries from doing some eco damage. But putting houses up now, and just a matter of where he chooses to place it. I mean, he has wood lines exposed. He's getting close.
Where's the monastery from Fire? Where's the monastery? Has he got the monastery?
No, he doesn't. He's just gone full boom. Yeah, he's just gone full boom. So he's gonna go into a castle, and I think he's gonna be completely fine unless. Oh, there's the P-Tard! MBL is going for the P-Tard, so
no,
the castle's gotta go up. It just how much? Yeah, the P-Tard is not gonna go through right away, but it's gonna be darn close.
Do you think he's gonna get it? Is he gonna get it?
Oh, he is in!
Oh!
Wow, I did not expect that. Is he gonna be able to deny? It's at 30.
The castle.
He's gonna find it. I mean, he's gonna find it. Fire was maybe a little bit greedy with this boom, and there's no way he's gonna get this up. I mean, unless he sacrifices like 6 villagers, which he's actually doing. There's, I mean, it's a 75%, but how many villas are you? There's no way.
Right.
What are you doing, Fire? Go back. This is bad. I mean, oh my word.
No, it's gonna go up.
This is bad. It's gonna go up now, but how many villagers are?
But he's gonna get like villagers. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's still now. It's at 90%. Look how many villagers are dying here. I mean, the Janissaries have so much attack, and MBL has more villagers now. I mean, the play was to go up to 4 TCs and be safe. Oh man, that was awful. Look at the dead bodies there. MBL has more vills, and he's
look at Fire's food. All those farms not working.
Yep, you're right about that.
No.
And Janissaries are now behind the wood line as well. It's not good. Not good at all. And of course, there's still a hole here, so I think MBL is going to still put on some pressure. That was bad.
MBL should go with a forward seat shop right now.
Oh, no way, no way. He should definitely.
No.
He did what he should do, and he's gone up to another TC because he's did the damage with his pressure. Or he has done the damage with his pressure, and now he just needs to work on his eco. He doesn't really need to do anything more at this point.
But don't lose Janissaries to the castle, MBL.
Yeah, you're right.
Jesus.
Oh, this is interesting. Actually, Fire's going out to try and wall this off with his Vil. He's going to build a house, but the Janissaries coming in. But look at the Janissaries going through this house. They're going to get in, and I don't think Fire can actually stop this, really. Oh, there we go! He might get it. Oh, wow, the monk was sniped, and
look at that.
The Janissaries are going in. There's basically TC and castle defense right now from Fire. Janissaries have 8 range. Down goes another Vil. MBL has 5 Vils more. I mean, the approach from Fire was correct.
Perfectly.
But, yeah, Viper said in the chat, Fire is officially kicked off of Tyrant.
What?
Yeah, no, it was I'm sure it was a joke. Don't worry. but yeah, 2 villas go down, and I mean, look at the idols from Fire. He has 16 idols. I don't see how he can actually do anything now. I really don't. Does he have Huskarls? Yeah, I guess that's his only choice. And more villas gonna go down. MBL back at homes on 3 TCs in a fantastic position. So,
well, I've got to say that MBL's made this absolutely perfect.
He did the right thing, but I honestly was not I mean, Fire was really greedy. He went up to 3 extra TCs, and he probably thought that he could get that castle up.
But it could have paid off, but it didn't. That's the thing.
Yeah, you rarely see something like that happen. Now the Huskarls are coming out. Question is there enough of them? There's a monk there as well. I don't think there's really enough of them. Decent micro actually there from Fire. The monk's gone down. MBL now needs to make these Janissaries last as long as possible. Idle as much eco as possible. And also cause Fire to create as many Huskarls as possible. Because Fire's 10 Vils behind still. Exactly. I mean, the difference has actually grown.
And look at the Janissaries coming in.
Yeah, there's Janissaries on the left now as well, yeah.
He destroyed that. Oh, Fire PG.
Wow, that was...
Damn, man.
That was
game.
unexpected. That was unexpected. Yeah.